Eli Manning Pro Football Hall of Fame case is a subject of significant debate, in my opinion, right? You hear people talk both sides of it all the time. It's primarily centered on his exceptional postseason success versus inconsistent regular season success and his performances, right? That's it's here, right? It's like the scale. It's postseason, insane postseason, mediocre. Let's be honest, regular season, right? I'm not gonna sit here in front. Uh, he was a finalist in the class of 2025, but he did not make the cut, so he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. But he's a second. He's a semifinalist for this year's, and we're gonna talk about the people on this ballot as well. But I believe you have to put him in on the second ballot. Now let's go through the arguments for Eli Manning's induction, right? This is the pros, right? Here go the pros, right? Two-time Super Bowl champion and MVP, Super Bowl MVP, right? Can't contest that. Can't take that away from him. Manning is one of only 6 players in NFL history. Listen to that. Let me say that again, Q. Manning is one of only 6 players in NFL history to win the Super Bowl MVP award multiple times. Let's not let that just glaze over, right?
Yeah, word.
This list, that's rarefied air. This list includes who?
Terry Bradshaw.
The who's who, right? You read them off. Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana,
Patrick
TB12,
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, Bart Starr, right?
Yeah.
Rarefied fucking air. Let's keep it 1,000, right? Now, notably, his 2 victories. I love this. I fucking love this because I've been in Boston talking reckless. And you know I be in Boston talking reckless. You see me in front of Fenway flicking niggas off. And shout out to Boston. I love Boston. It's only on some sports shit. Don't beat me up. There's some gangster niggas in Boston. But I'm saying I'll be up in Boston. That's what's great about being a sports fan, man. Like I go, you've been to the Cheers bar with me. I've been,
Yeah.
and that's like a touristy thing. And I got into arguments there. I've been to local bars in Boston. I've been in Fenway Park during Yankee games, and dressed in Yankee garb. I'm a Mets fan, just to fucking bust balls and troll them. And I'm talking shit. And I'm arguing, and they're guys that which is Listen. I've seen, and I'm gonna get off subject for a minute, but this is good podcasting, right? I've seen guys in Fenway Park, Yankee fans, get chased the fuck out of Fenway Park, right? You know what I'm saying? Talking shit about the Yankees, bro. Look at my Instagram. I went up in there with the huge Yankee chain, Yankee shit on, Aaron Judge shirt on, and nothing happened to me. You know why? Because I don't give off sucker energy. Yes, I debate you. But it ain't like, yo, fuck the, you know what I mean? But I'm holding my own. That's neither here nor there. I say that to say this. This gets me excited, man. Who has Eli beat for those 2 Super Bowl championships and those 2 MVPs? The GOAT, the man, the myth, the legend, TB12, the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna say that I'm not a Jets fan. I'm not hating, right? Spoiled their perfect fucking season. Put that in the pro column. Put that on the pro ledger, right? He's been clutch. He's known for his composure. He's known for being clutch, orchestrating dramatic, game-winning drives in game-winning drives in huge fucking moments, right? Huge fucking moments. Let's keep it 1,000, including 2 iconic passes.
Catastrophic.
Just gut-wrenching. Just steal your. He just went into fucking.
We lost.
Stole your soul, cause I was down in Virginia at the time. And shout out to my man Darryl who worked at Downtown. My man Darryl was from Rhode Island, black dude. He was the biggest Patriots fan. And the day before, when Plaxico Berris was like, I don't know if you remember this. Plaxico Berris predicted the score, but he didn't say who was going to win. I think it was like 17. I forgot what somebody leave in the comments. He was like. He predicted the score, but he didn't say who was going to win. But everyone knew he was a Giant, right? Tom Brady was like, "Oh, do they really think they're going to win?" Because they was super cocky that year.
Yeah, I think it was 20-17, if I want to say.
Some shit like that. It was a 17 in there, right?
Yeah.
Tom Brady was super arrogant. Like, they really think they're going to fuck. We're only going to score 14 or 17. And my man Darryl came to me, and I won like $500 off the nigga. This was in like 06, 07, right?
Word?
He said to me, he said like this, "You really think you're going to win?" I had just moved to Virginia at the time. you're really. I'm doing it. He's black, but I'm doing it in my arrogant white guy voice. You really think you're gonna win, right? So I said, fuck that. Because if you remember the Giants,
Yo,
I
it
don't
was
want to get too much off
21-7. It
topic.
was 21-17.
The
in the
prediction.
second. No, that wasn't the prediction, but that's what the end score was.
Right. Look, can you look up Plaxico's prediction if you could? Anyway, I don't want to get too off topic, right? But he had clutch performances, like I said, including what the two iconic fucking plays in his highlight reel, right? It's the two you got to point to is what. Shout out to my man David Tyree because I don't know if you can see I got a David Tyree signed picture right behind it, the helmet catch. The David Tyree helmet catch, which was just some real magic. It was just fucking magic, right? And we don't gotta go into that breaking, avoiding the sacks, blah blah blah. And then what was the other one?
It was 23-17.
That's what Flax predicted.
Yeah, and we won 21-17.
Okay, yeah. See, you know what I'm saying?
He predicted their right score.
Yeah. Exactly. Shout out to Flax, man. He's maybe one of my favorite Giants. All right, and then not to get too much off the subject, the 38-yard sideline throw to Mario Manningham, who I actually got a chance to meet, was amazing during the two Super Bowl runs. Yo, Q, that 07 run, and this is drunk sports talk because I'm drunk. That 07 and 11 run. Yo, them runs was off the fucking meat rack, bro. Pause. Bro. He ran through a pantheon of ghosts. We're not even gonna name it because if you're a Giants fan, you know what you know, right? His stats were off the chain, right? Positivity. I mean, the pros, durability, longevity. Manning incredibly durable, right? Started 210 consecutive games from 04 to 17, third longest streak for a quarterback in NFL history, right? At the time of this is an interesting stat. At the time of his retirement, he ranked 7th all time in career passing yards and passing touchdowns. As of today, he ranks 11th in both categories. He won the Walter Payton Award a couple of times. He's just to me he's an iconic Giant, and he did it when it fucking matters. Like this is ring culture, Super Bowl culture. All we ever hear is you kill LeBron because he doesn't stack up the Jordan rings. You kill these guys. You're starting to kill Luka because he hasn't won. You're killing Lamar Jackson. You're killing Josh Allen. Ring. You got to win a championship. Ring. Got to win a championship, right? So now you got a guy who, when it counted the most and all the money was on the fucking line, stepped up, performed, and had biggest things. And now you're going to tell me, oh, that doesn't really matter. You can't have it fucking both ways, right? Now, before I pass it off to you, Q, because I know you're getting ready to cook, the regular season, that's where the fucking the naysayers and the haters make their case, right? Here goes the arguments against Eli in the regular season, right? Subpar, mediocre. Regular season record, he's 500, right? Finished with a career win-loss total of 117 and 117, right? That's as mediocre and dead in the middle as you could possibly fucking get, right? And that's the point of contention for a lot of voters, man. They're going to tell you that the lack of elite regular season accolades, he was never selected as a first or second team All-Pro, only made the Pro Bowl 4 times. Good, not amazing. He was rarely considered a top-tier, elite, top 5 quarterback in the league during his career. We know who the guys were at this time. I don't have time to go into that. If you don't look it up, very easy, Google it. Was inconsistent, threw a fuckload of interceptions, led the league in interceptions, I think 3 or 4 different times. I don't even know. A couple of times.
It was at least like 3 seasons.
Yeah, I didn't write that.
It was like 3 or 4 seasons. He had like 20,
right?
Like 20 plus, 23,
right.
27. Like it was a little bit crazy.
Q, you remember watching Giants games, right? Because me and you've been watching Giants games forever, right? Since you was a young buck and I was a young buck and you were a younger buck, you know what I mean? Remember we used to be like, there'd be a drive going, they drive down the field. I don't know, 50 yards. They're starting to cook. The run game's popping. And then he throws the fucking intercept. Like, how many fucking times? Now, granted, we can argue, and I'm going to argue this later because a lot of people think Drew Brees should get in over him this year. Drew Brees played in the dome. Eli played in the windy-ass Meadowlands. We can argue that a little bit later. But he had a 84.1 QBR, career QBR. Slightly below average, but still good. You know what I'm saying? listen, his era was Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers. Yes, they were studs in the regular season, but you can make a case outside of Tom Brady, Eli Manning was better in the postseason than all of those dudes. So you already heard me say two-time MVP, and we're gonna talk about this after. You, Q, my nigga, you just talked to me before in the pre-production meeting. You told me you want Eli Manning on a football. What do you say about the Tom Brady shit? You want Eli Manning? You want Tom Brady? You want to get Tom Brady's autograph on what? An Eli Manning picture, some shit like that?
No, no. I want to get I want Eli to sign the football,
With
and
Tom
then
Brady on it.
and then after I want Tom Brady to sign the football.
Yeah, my nigga, talk. Yo, so tell me as a Giants fan, tell me as a Giants fan why your man's and them should be in the Hall of Fame. Stop playing. Get my man in there. Q, cook, my nigga.
Yo, after naming all those stats, bro, this shit is still a question.
I'm tired.
Yo, that shit sounds not only like embarrassing, but like it will be a travesty if this man doesn't make it. Like, and I'm not even shitting on the other niggas that's on the ballot because there's some good players. You're great players. You can't be a finalist in the Hall of Fame, but you can't put Phillip Rivers in the same category, bro.
Nah, you can't.
Yo, cause then now you just talking regular season. Yo, when we talking about what this man did for the culture and for football, how he held down New York football for like 20 years. Or like 17, 18 years. You know what I mean? Like he gave us hope again, man. Yo, Eli had guts. And, you had to deal with his trials and tribulations. Yeah, he's going to throw interceptions. But you know what? There was a lot of other quarterbacks out there that was throwing interceptions too. I don't see Jameis Winston. No shit. No, I don't want to shit on you, bro, because I know you a Giant right now. But Jameis Winston ain't winning no Super Bowls. Phillip Rivers ain't winning no Super Bowls. Drew Brees only won one.
Brett Favre.
You know what I mean? Like
Brett Favre, the interception machine won too. Yep.
No, Brett Favre only won one.
Oh yeah, Brett Favre. No, Brett Favre only won one.
Yeah, Brett Favre only won one.
Yeah, Brett Favre only won one. Yeah,
Brett Favre only won one. He went to there twice, so he lost.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Yo, when you put the category of this man's name, of talking about, like, who he's played against, who has he, like, the type of teams that he's seen, and we could even talk about the type of conference that we had, because I feel like at that point in time, the NFC, they were just consistently winning championships. Bro, it was going to be somebody coming out that bracket or we were just stopping, Tom Brady in them. But like, you know what I mean? It was either us going to the Super Bowl and seeing who was going to do it. And we had to stop the Terminator, bro. We had to stop the Terminator twice, man. And it just feels like there's a lot of hate going around him because you know why? Why? Because he's a little shy. He's not that fucking, he was never that guy who to show up and dress the way and be the type of guy. He's not a Jackson Dart, bro. Like, this dude is Eli Manning, bro, man. Like, dude's a competitor. You know what I mean? Like, his brother had Peyton Manning, who is probably, in my opinion, you know what I mean, one of the also best quarterbacks in the history of the NFL. You know what I mean?
Big bro was like a big brain.
It was a monster. Yo, bro, homie had to play till his like dying day almost on the field in order to catch up to his brother, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
he just choked in big spots. To me, Peyton Manning only got one fucking ring. I know he got the one with Broncos, but that was that fucking.
But that was because it was the defense. Yeah. And then let's focus on that, right? Because the Giants have had suspect teams throughout that tenure, and I don't want to shit on Tom Coughlin or anything like that, but we didn't really have
Tom was the man, brother.
No, he was the man, but like, we didn't really have like astronomical, like great teams. You know what I mean? Like we'll go 9-7, and then 8-8, and then 6-8, and
Yeah,
then
get hot at the right
nine and
time. We get hot
ten.
at the right
You know what I
time.
mean? But
Yeah,
like
we had
when
a
it
crazy
came,
defense though.
yo,
Let's keep
as
it
long as
that
we
way.
made it to the, as long as if we make it to the wild card or the playoffs, which I think our first 2007 stint, we made it to the wild card. Like, you know how crazy it is to go to from the wild card to play that extra game and go all the way to the Super Bowl and then play, man. Like, it's just, you have to have that ruggedness, and to come out here and play for the New York Giants and that type of media and that type of organization, like what we give, like this is what I want to see Jackson Dart do. Just with, you know what I mean? Utilize your feet and don't kill your brain cells, bro. I don't want to see you on the next Will Smith concussion movie part 2. All right, like in 20 years, and niggas talking about how Jackson Dart lost mad brain cells. But we need that type of guy. Like and Eli Manning gave us that happiness, and then he had the stats because he was also leading, like even current to this day, he's leading like 5 or 6 quarterback stats against legends in like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th place. Like this is like, yo, this is crazy that people think.
Stop playing with niggas, right? You know
Yo, like, all right, so like he's gonna make it to the third ballot. Like you're going in the third ballot. Like, yo, dude, like I won 2 Super Bowls. I was the MVP of both those Super Bowls, man. Like me, I held it down for my team, and you know what I mean. Like I have a lot of love for Eli because those were great years. But I've obviously been a Giant fan for a long time. And I don't want to show my age, but I've got to see them win, and he was a part of that. And I want that culture to still live on, and that's what we're still trying to do. So to demean him, it's like a middle finger to the face from the NFL saying, "Yeah, Eli don't belong here, yo. Like he don't belong with us, man." What are you gonna say? He got lucky? All right, so now he got lucky against the Patriots twice, like against your GOAT. He got lucky twice. Like, come on, bro. That's disrespectful, and it's a slap in the face. These niggas just need to be grown men, sit around, smoke a cigar, and be like, damn, yo, the Giants got us on this one. We gotta allow this nigga to be around with the rest of the HOFs.
You gotta help me understand. You gotta help me understand. Are we talking about like what are we doing here, man? Like are we talking about ring culture? Or are we talking about regular season dominance? Because every time I turn around, and I said this before, you telling me the GOATs win rings, right? Every fucking superstar player you tried to shoot down who took a long time to win. Eli has won. Eli won in big spots, big moments. What else is there? Fuck the regular season.
Bro, his regular season was still like, yo, even though he threw a lot of interceptions
in terms of stats,
but homie threw over 4. He averaged 4,000 yards a season. That's elite to me. That's like a guy that you knew they had to prepare for you because you were gonna, you're gonna throw the ball, and obviously if you consistently averaging that many yards, you know what I mean, you're gonna throw a lot of interceptions if shit doesn't go your way. Like I don't know, man. It's just there's always different sides to the story because you can always like depict on the stadium aspect. Like and then in both of those stunts, we played away. So not only did we have to get there, like we had to get there and not play on any home field.
Yep.
We had no home field advantage. We didn't play in the Meadowlands any of those playoff runs to go to the Super Bowl.
Yep. No, it's the truth. Listen, I googled the last 10 QBs to get into the Hall of Fame. Peyton Manning, right? No brainer. They're all no brainers, right? They all did their thing. Jim Kelly, Dan Marino, Bart Starr, Troy Aikman, Warren Moon, Terry Bradshaw, Roger Staubach, Len Dawson, Fran Tarkenton, right?
Those are the last 10?
Yeah, those are the last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Those are the last 10 to get in. QBs.
Yeah.
You can't fit Eli in there, bro. You can't fit Eli in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Peyton Manning was in 2021. We can put Eli's stats up against Roger Staubach. We can put Eli's stats up against Fran Tarkenton. Can't put Eli's stats up against Peyton Manning. Can't put Eli's stats up against. You can put Eli's stats up against Bart Starr. Can't put him up against Dan Marino.
Well, then if you want to do,
But Dan Marino ain't win no fucking championship neither, right? So
exactly. And then
neither did Jim Kelly.
And then if you want to put it up against Joe Namath, which is kind of even similar.
No,
and
bro,
Joe Namath only won one. And like
definitely
Joe
put it
Namath
up
only
against
won one.
Broadway Joe. Yeah, you could definitely
You know
put him
what
up
I
against
mean?
Broadway
he
Joe.
won, and he got in first ballot.
And shout out to Broadway Joe because Broadway Joe was just legendary. You know that Walt Frazier fur pimp shit back then. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I agree, man. Let's listen. Shout out to everybody watching.
Yo, but they always they've always played him. But like Eli have always been the guy to like. That's why he was perfect for this team. He's always been the guy to be like, yo, it is what it is. Like I don't know if you ever saw,
shucks,
but like,
nigga.
yo, did you ever see
fuck
when
with
he?
you, Eli.
Yo,
Fuck with
did
your
you
boy,
ever
doggy.
see when he wanted some dude randomly like interviewed him? I don't know, I'm going off topic, but it involves Levi. They randomly, I don't know if they caught him off guard, but they saw Eli Manning. So the dude's asking him like, yo, what is your top 5 wide receivers to ever play with? So he's naming them off. And like
his top 5, Eli's top 5?
his top 5.
Okay.
Yo.
What did he say?
Bro, he named them all one. It was Victor Cruz, Mario Manningham, Plaxico Burress, like Shockey, and I forgot what the 5th one was, but he named them all one. He was like, look.
Mario Manningham?
I think it was Mario Manningham. But he was like, yo, it was Mario Manningham. Yeah, Victor
Odell?
Cruz.
Not Odell? He put Odell?
Nah, well, it was the dude asking him, like, rate these 5. So it wasn't like Eli naming his top 5. The dude was just naming names.
Oh, I got you.
He was naming his names.
Order.
Yeah, and he was like, all right, so Eli did it smart. Named them all one. He's like, hey, if you're open, that's my favorite wide receiver. Like, see, shit like that shit is wild genius, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, because he know he ain't going to want to hurt one of these niggas' feelings. I'm pretty sure he know deep down who he would prefer to throw the ball to. You know what I mean? But, like, he don't have to speak it on, like, a feed where 1 million people are going to see it and have to deal with somebody else. He could call them up and be like, yo, bro, yeah, but you know what? Plax, you should do this for me. Or, you know what I mean? Like, let's talk about this like grown men. And that's what I appreciate from Elon. Yo, he showed always that gracious love. He was always super humble, but so gritty at the end of the day, man. Like, I had a
silent killer and humble killer.
I had to rewatch that play again, though. I'm not gonna front, man. The catch, because I was when you brought it up, I happened to watch it. I had to rewatch it. You brought up the picture. I had to rewatch it.
Signed by Mario. Shout out to Mario motherfucking Manning. Good looking, my nigga.
Yo, word. Yo, how the hell did he get? Like, he had to like dodge 2, 3, 4, 5 tackles, fix his jersey, and then launch the ball, bro. Like,
people call it luck. It's not luck. Divine. Like, it's the universe giving you what you deserve. What you know what I'm saying? What you command from it. You know what I'm saying? People say, "Oh, it's lucky he broke the tackle and he caught it off his helmet." Nah, that was meant to fucking happen. Greatness attracts greatness, and we'll leave it at that. You feel me?
That's professional players playing at their best. That's professional. These guys are trained to under the most vigorous moments, and you know what they did in the most tightest spot of the game when they knew they couldn't fail. Yo, he got away. Because he could have got sacked. Any other quarterback is getting scared in that moment.
It's a whole fact.
You know what I mean? Like, he found a way to get out. He saw an open man. Vision. Great quarterback. Threw it. Saw have an open man. He trusted his player. He went up for the catch and caught it. Like, that's the definition of football, man. Like, people need to understand that type of chemistry. And for him to still be considered, man, like, you know, like how he's not even gonna get on a second ballot, that's wild preposterous, bro. Like, that's wild preposterous.
Ballot, my niggas, you know what I'm saying? And I would love to sit here and break all the fucking stats down, and I actually had that prepared for you. But I'm fucking
there's no need. But there's no need, man. Like, there's no need.
But in comparison, I had a side by side comparison. I even had a graphic. Fuck all that. Maybe we'll do that at a later date if you don't get in. But I definitely had the whole thing planned, but I'm too sauced up. Whatever. You ain't seen me like this in a minute, right?
Yeah. Real sports talk. Yeah, we're real sports talk / drunk sports talk. You know, it's Cash and Q. Come on, man.
Drunk
Like,
Sports
yo,
Talk is
when you
is
guys
the
watch
original
this, y'all
shit.
better take a sip with us at this
You know what
point
I'm
in
saying?
time.
Take a sip with us, have a drink with us. We've been doing this before. No, you been getting drunk. Yo, great motherfucking show. I love this, man. I fucking man. We gotta get more consistent. We gotta get on more. I enjoy this shit so much. Pause. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah, good show, good analysis, good breakdown, good
Yo,
vibes,
fire
good
hat
energy.
by the way, B. Like that shit is dope.
Good looking, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I had this.
Yeah.
I haven't worn this in a while and shit.
Man.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. We will be back next week. And we should have the whole team with us. But listen, enjoy your holidays. Please be safe. Please cherish your loved ones. It's a gift. It's not a right. You know what I'm saying? So cherish your loved ones. Give your mom a hug. If your mom ain't around, have a drink for her. If your pops ain't around, if he is around, give him a hug. Hug your children. Call your loved ones. Tell them you love them because we are not promised tomorrow. Too many people are dropping out here like flies. Not to be on some negative shit, but just understand you're not promised tomorrow, and life is a gift, and family is a gift. You know what I mean? You want to take us out of here? We take a shot for that? Pause.
Yeah, word. Yo, that was the toast, man. Shit.
That was the toast. We'll just take a drink then. Fuck it.
That was the toast, man. The rest of my drink is.
We gotta get some boxing shit going too. I mean, where you at, my nigga? Q, we gonna get the boxing shit too, man. Fuck it.
Let's do it.
All right, salute. One
Yo,
love.
salute.
See you next week. We got a good show planned for you. We're gonna talk NFL, around the league, player predictions, landscape shit. And we're gonna talk a little bit. Lamar Jackson, has he fallen off? The reports came out. I don't want to get too much
even John Harbaugh, even John Harbaugh. They're talking about he might not even be there as a coach.
Yeah.
That's a potential coach prediction for the New York Giants landing spot. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, we got some shit like that. That's gonna be a very that's gonna be interesting shit. Probably gonna get into LeBron. You know what I'm saying? LeBron been pouting and acting funny style, and JJ Redick is always placing blame on everyone else but himself. So we're gonna talk some shit next week. Next week we're gonna talk some shit. We're gonna go around the league. Shout out to everybody who watches. Please hit like. Please hit subscribe. We the fuck up out of here. You already know. Queens get the money. Peace.
I already know what it is. Love.